I'm a computer science major here at Baylor, so like that calls for me being like hella like tech savvy and shit. But I recently got like discovered into this thing called user experience design. I mean, it's basically like where you take products, services, all that shit, like apps, websites, and that's those people basically are responsible for not coding the website, but they design the website to where it basically gives it the best experience. So, like you say for Facebook, for example, everything down to the little like button is like has to be ran through a user experience designer because they're basically saying, yes, people will like this, like the user will like this, no, the user won't. And they do that by testing, they do that by trial and error. A lot of shit goes into it, but it's basically just user focused or user centered design. And that's what I recently just got really into. That's kind of like my path and like career wise, if music never works out. But I was like, man, how can I take that concept and apply it to my music? How can I take UX design, and make it me, my thing, but also with music? Because I wanted to do both those things. I wanted to do both of them at the same time, kill two birds with one stone. So I was like, man, I'm going to do interactive album. I'm gonna let everybody just pick the beats. Like you're gonna pick the beats, the titles, the album covers, the font, like everything that is encapsulated in the design world, but also that's encapsulated in the music world, from the album covers and the singles, everything. And it would give people a way to honestly like have a creation process, because a lot of people don't know like, oh, how does making a song work? How does making a beat work? A lot of people want to rap. A lot of people want to sing. And they don't have that opportunity. So I felt like as an artist, it would be a great way for me to kind of give people the opportunity to make music and make dope music. Because I know I make good music. I know I'm not going to make a bad song. We don't have to worry about that part. Like the primary part is like, okay, let me show you now that I can make a good song from what you said. Like, this not even my shit no more. Like, this is what you picked. And I know, and the beauty about it is, it's like, I know you're going to like it. All the work is already being prematurely done for me. I know you're going to like it because you chose it. Like, you made the shit. Like, I didn't have anything to do with this. Like,
exactly.
So that's going to work. It's self-marketing, self-promotion in the sense of where if I put out some shit and y'all voting on it, y'all sharing it, this, and the third, everybody's being drawn back to me at the end of the day. I put my name blast my shit on like everything. So if you click on something, you're going to see my name on it. And then when I like create the songs and giving like snippets and stuff, it's giving you like a piece of puzzle to like everything. And we quarantine right now in the house. So I was like, man, me and Reggie was like, man, what can we do to keep people on their toes, to have something to look at? Quibi, that little episode app, came out at the perfect time. And that's kind of like the same concept, just giving people something to look at on their phone, and be accustomed to and have a process in. And I felt like it was a unique way to kind of change the game of how music is being made, how streaming platforms kind of are altering music and releases and stuff like that. I felt like it was a great way for artists to now allow fans to kind of have a piece of the puzzle. Because honestly, that's what we make music for. You hear time and time again, like, don't make music that you don't want, that only you want to make. Like, don't make music for the fans. Like, they'll like it. If you like it, then they'll like it. And like, that's the stupidest shit ever to me. Like our job, like, this is our job. Like, people wake up to get paid as musicians, as artists. Y'all wake up to get paid. Like, y'all make content that y'all know that y'all let y'all fans gonna like. Like, y'all not gonna make shit that y'all want to listen to. No one that if y'all want to just talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards all day, like, y'all could, but like, nobody finna read that shit. Like, yeah. So that's where I got off. I was like, man, I'm just tired of making stuff that no one wants to listen to.
I think it's really smart because it gets the fans involved and they're invested in the project as well. So when it comes out, then they want to push it themselves because they had a hand in it.
Exactly.
My other question was this something that y'all came up with after the current situation was already kind of going down and you could kind of see what was about to happen, or it just perfect timing?
Bro, it was perfect timing. So we came up with that before. We were still gonna do the idea. So we came up with that before quarantine came out, but we were still kind of fleshing out. So like, I had announced several times I'm working on an album. And we were working on an album. We was coming up with that idea. We was fleshing out like from start to finish the idea. And then when the quarantine shit happened, Reggie was like, man, we were just on the phone. We do like meetings and shit like every day. So me and Reggie was on the phone and we was like, man, this is perfect time. Like, the idea, like, even to this, I'll give y'all full insight right now. The interactive album, the idea, the plan is not even fully done. Like, we just finished it yesterday. like, and still hasn't even reviewed it, haven't looked over it, don't know what the fuck gonna happen with it. But like, we got 30 songs and we got hella songs in the vault, ready to be released, and we know we got a hella people ready to hear them. And that's songs that people that even like had or touched or had an input on. And then we got now a one song, and now it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs that people finna touch on. Like, the idea wasn't even flushed out when the quarantine started. We was just like, it's a prime time to do it.
Yeah,
so let's just do it. And then we just snowballed effect and picked it up along the way. That's how we do with everything. With High Hopes has almost 100,000 streams. We had no marketing plan behind that. We just snowballed it and just went with it, and our shit just worked.
Yeah, that song comes up before Drake and Drive when you search your name. Like that's
the song that's buzzing like right now. It's gaining a lot of traction.
Yeah. So do you know how many songs you're gonna do on the interactive side of it?
I don't, man. I don't. We had an idea originally. I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell y'all this. Fuck. So originally we had an idea to do side A, side B. So I was gonna do 5 songs that they made and then 5 songs that I made that nobody was gonna know about. So the whole time that they was picking songs and everybody was making songs, I was gonna be making my own shit. And then y'all was gonna be like, okay, here go shit y'all made, but also thank y'all for helping me. I gave y'all 5 more songs. So it was gonna be a side A, side B. So we just scraped that idea and came up with a better one. But I can't tell y'all that. So but I don't know how many songs in total. I don't know how many, let me say this. I don't know how many songs in total, but the frequency of how many songs that you're going to get, you won't even care. Like you like by the time by the how many songs that you're going to get and how fast you're going to get them, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm just tired of hearing this nigga. Like,
okay, so it's
only a matter of time.
It's not. I know Reggie told us y'all were about to pretty soon start rolling content out, but so it's not going to be somewhere you're dropping an album at once.
It's going to be an album, but not an album. I can't really say it's an album. Okay, it's an album. So yes, we're building an album. Like, we are eventually going to have all these songs be one cohesive project. But for right now, like, we're focusing on the fact of frequency. Like, right now, everyone wants instantaneous like results. Like, they just want to see shit. So we were focusing more so on the front end side of that, saying, let's just pump out content to where it's like you said, it saturates them so much to where it's just overwhelming. So by the time that we do put out the full cohesive thing, that the whole thing comes out, it's kind of like how what's his name? It's Lucky Day. How Lucky Day's album came out. Like, he had put out all his singles and they had all gained so much traction. By the time his album came out, no one gave a fuck about his album. But all those songs were on it. Like, no one, like, you notice that no one talked about like, Lucky Day might have the best album. Lucky Day might have one of the best albums of the year. Like, if we look at it strategically, like, but it's just so cheated in the system to where he put all his hits. Like, he put Roll Some More. Like, all the songs that were his hits were just basically on the album, but they were all just loosies at first, and he didn't know what they were going to become. So that's what kind of the approach that we're taking, but just with a little twist.
Okay.
But my little twist.
So you don't really have a timeline that you can make public?
Nah. Timeline wise, man, we just coming.
Just stay tuned.
Yeah, just coming with the come on, man. Yeah, timeline wise, we don't even have I wouldn't even give you that's the thing. I can't give you a date because we don't have one. We never planned for one. Like, even in the original idea, we never even planned for a date. Like, it was never like, oh, today we're going to put out this album on this time. Like, we didn't have an idea for the single. Like, we never planned for any of this, bro. Like literally, like, when the quarantine happened, it was literally just like, boom, now I got to do it. Like, that's literally what the quarantine told me. It was like, now you have to do it. Like, well, you have no excuse now.